Masa May. All right, Masa May.
Men and women can only be friends when the girl's ugly. Trying to make guy friends when you are considered attractive is impossible. There's no way. There's no way. And you might say, oh, how do you know this? Well, I know this because I have been ugly before. When I was ugly, I had so many guy friends. It was the easiest thing to make. Friends that saw me as a sister. You know what I'm saying is true because every time an interviewer asks a guy if girls and boys can be friends, the guy's answer is always no. For a guy to genuinely think of you as a sister, you have to either have grown up with him, is his cousin, or he's just not into you.
The only time girls and guys can be friends is when both people buy into this idealism, right? This idealistic picture that girls and guys can be friends, the fact that we're perfectly equal, we can hang out around each other without any weird dynamics being formed, etc., etc. As soon as people try to get fit, be healthy, try to get attractive, what inevitably ends up happening? They end up being attracted to each other, obviously. It's our instinct. We can sit here all day and pretend that we can overcome our instincts, but in reality, you give it enough time and there's going to be some chaos, some relationship that will form. Of course, there's always going to be a couple delusional individuals out there that can claim that's not true. However, they don't really understand the nature of people and they buy into some sort of an ideology. And through that ideology, they can believe that men and women can be friends. But what most often tends to happen is that men and women can't really be equal friends anyways. When it comes to guys being friends, usually there's some equal exchange going on. With girls, it's usually the same thing going on, except it's more of an emotional thing versus with guys, it's more on a practical basis. It doesn't mean we don't have feelings as guys, of course. It's just that usually our friendships are based on something mutual. Whether our line of work is the same, whether our hobbies are the same, whether our philosophy is the same, there's something in common there, and that's what our friendship is typically built on. Now, I have had female friends in the past, of course, where our friendship was based on something else, third party. Maybe we were in the same mutual friend group, so we were sort of acquainted. Maybe we had like-minded goals in some sort of organization, so we had that in common. But inevitably, of course, what I kept finding over and over again, there was always some form of attraction that was being built one way or the other. And if there was any level of attraction whatsoever, that relationship couldn't really be that deep anyways. Now, after this video, of course, you're still going to put the mask on, you're going to go out in public, and you're going to pretend that girls and guys can be friends. It's easier to pretend like this because it keeps things in motion. If everybody openly acknowledged this truth, it would sort of change society in a sense. So I think for the time being, it doesn't make any sense to do so. One more caveat I want to add, of course, is girls can also be friends with ugly guys. They don't feel any attraction towards those guys, therefore for them, they can keep it fully platonic with no pressure whatsoever. Let's keep going.
No, girls might be upset because they live in their own delusional world where they can be friends with guys. But trust me, the way that man is thinking about you is not like how you think about him.
She's 100% right. It's just the nature of how it is. She can blame guys if she wants to, and she is right that guys do have these types of thoughts. At the same time, though, girls also have these types of thoughts towards certain types of guys. This is where the concept of the work husband or work wife came in the first place. What a weird way to cope about mutual attraction in the workplace, especially when you have a wife or husband at home. If you like this video, like and subscribe. Don't forget to check the links in the description below.